The Goldie Gossip Podcast. Step to the gold. Step to the throne.
Baby, let's go dance tonight.
What up, Mars?
Baby, let's go dance tonight. I wanna take you into town where we both get down and dance tonight.
Welcome to the 60th edition of the Goldie Gossip Podcast. I'm your nigga, Goldie Himalaya. Let's get started with this show.
Baby, you set my soul on fire. Ooh, wee, baby. Ooh, wee, baby. Dancing with you is my desire.
All right, peeps.
Let's get started with this. Hey, I want to get started with some Goldie Gossip. And I want to talk about people to block. Hold on. Yep. Let's pull that down. Let's pull this down right here. All right, peeps. I want to tell you about social media and you guys being on social media and encounters people who want to act a fool. I'm looking for my filter. I can't find it. It's okay. You know what? Out of all of the people that love you and want to hang with you, there's always got to be a handful of people who want to talk some stuff on your page. All right? Let me tell you about that. Peeps, I got thousands of people who love what I do, but there's always a handful of people who want to talk some trash, okay? That's fine. Listen to me. Nobody in the whole wide world has people who love them 100%. I don't care how famous you are going to have some people who are going to talk some stuff about you. Now, what should you do about that? I'm going to fix this. Hold up. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm having technical difficulties, but it's okay. Anyways, let's keep going. You know what? If people don't like what I do, that's fine. You know what? Block me, and I will block you. It ain't a big deal. I got tough skin. I've been doing this a long time, okay? It ain't no problem. So, and all of you guys, if you see my stuff and it comes across your page and you don't like it, it's fine. Just block me. And I'll block you. Because when I block you, I can find 100 more people to take your place. Okay? So, let's move on with that. let's get into some more Facebook shout-outs. Oh, man. Shit. Everything's going wrong this time, y'all. My shit came out the hole here, and I got to replace it. Hold on. All right, there we go. All right, let's get into some Facebook shout-outs. All right. On the top of the list, I actually got a view and a comment from Ice Cube. That's right, O'Shea Jackson. Yep, he hit me up. He watched my birthday podcast. That was great, man. I've been jazzed out ever since. So that's really cool. Thank you, Ice Cube, for watching my my birthday podcast and giving me some thumbs up. Okay, next is, now this is a big one. I have a longtime friend that I lost a long time ago. I don't know what happened to him. You know how it happens in Detroit a long time ago? He could have been dead. But anyways, I was looking on Facebook and I found, no, he found me. He called me up. He got in touch with my buddy Quentin in Detroit. And Quentin gave him my number. And he called me up. This cat is named Robert T. Payne III. Now, let me tell you something, guys. I was in a group called the Skies Unlimited. And every last one of us was bad. Every last one of us. But out of the whole group, the person that I loved the most was Robert Payne. He sung baritone in our group. I sung fifth tenor. No, I sung seventh tenor in the group. But he sung baritone. And this cat is so bad, man. He reminded me of Paul of the Temptations. He had that deep baritone, and I just love Payne so much. So as the years went by, I didn't know what happened to Payne. I got in touch with everybody I could, and I asked them what happened to him. I never heard from him, and I never thought that I would hear from him again. But when he got my number from Quentin, he called me up, man, and I was crapping my pants. I said, my nigga Payne. I even did a second version of What Up Though. I got a video for What Up Though for my peeps in Detroit. And I did a second version of that so that I could include my boy Robert T. Payne III. And I really love you, buddy. But anyways, let's keep going with the shout outs. Serenity Bell. Gina Wilson. Now, Gina Wilson's been with me for a while, and I should have shouted out her a long time ago, but I didn't. But shout out to Gina Wilson, Amanda McDuff, Candy Funk. That's a new one for me. Candy Funk. Sandra Kelly. Sunshine the Singer. Hey, you guys better look out for Sunshine the Singer. I think she's headed to good things. So a shout out to Sunshine the Singer. And we have Janice Burrell. Shout out Janice Burrell. Nancy Annabelle. Shout out to Nancy Annabelle. Michaela Saravia. Michaela Saravia. I'm not good at reading, guys. Check it out. Michaela Saravia. Shout out to you, baby girl. Pretty Red. Kira Loven. Shout out to Kira Loven. Nastasia Mims. Shout out to Nastasia Mims. Mary Ann Beck. Tinkerbell. I don't know what that's about, but I love you, baby, and I'm shouting you out, and I'm following you. Nikki Love. Lori Walker. Kakashi Maxine. And my baby girl, longtime friend, Ann Alderit, and her daughter, Mariah Avila. You guys look out for Mariah Avila because she is a very, very good Mexican singer. She's around on the circuit, and you guys need to check her out. All right, moving on is Rod Neal. Nastasia Langdon. Shout out to Nastasia Langdon. My boy, Mick Angelo. Shout out, Mick Angelo. You've been hitting me up a long time, boy. I appreciate that. Tammy Ward. Shout out to Tammy Ward. Nakia Campbell. Shout out Nakia Campbell. Love you, baby girl. Star Taylor. I've been checking out Star Taylor. She's wonderful. Shout out to Star Taylor. And last but not least for this one is Lauren Biggs. Shout out to Lauren Biggs. And again, guys, if I didn't shout you out and you like some more shout outs, I can't get everybody on every podcast. So if you guys are just, perhaps leave me a comment, I will be glad. Or just follow me, because I'm watching all the time. And I will include you in my upcoming Facebook shout-outs. All right, let's move on. Hey, guys, I'm getting ready to tell you another true Hollywood story. All right? Let's start the music. Hold on. So I'm going to take you back. I'm going to take you way back. I'm going to take you back to the mid-'80s. I was living in the Wilshire district in Hollywood. I'm in the Wilshire district. And we used to go to a club. It's called the Red Onion. The Red Onion is the bomb. It's on Wilshire Boulevard at Normandy. At the time, I lived walking distance from that area. And I didn't even have to take a taxi or, a car. I didn't have a car at the time. So we would walk from my apartment, me and Vache, to the Red Onion on Wilshire and Normandy. And I've told other stories about the Red Onion, like the time that I met Muhammad Ali, but I've already did that on another podcast. This is another story. I want to tell you guys about the time we met Fred Rerun Berry. That's right, Fred Rerun Berry. Now, for those of you who may not remember who Fred Rerun Berry is, they had a sitcom in the 70s called What's Happening. And Rerun was the fat guy with the suspenders. And he was one of the very first pop lockers. He was one of the very first pop lockers. He would pop lock. He was famous for that. And he used to wear a tam. And anyways, one night we went on a Tuesday. We were going to weeknights, you know. All of the special people would come on the weekends, you know, Saturday, Sunday, maybe even Friday. But we were locals, so we would go on a Tuesday night. So here it is on a Tuesday night, and we partying, man. The club is jumping. Me and Vache out on the dance floor. We doing our thing. We jamming, and we sit down. And we went over in the VIP section, and we saw Fred Rerun Berry. He was sitting there. This was long past the show. You know, the show was still in syndication, but basically it was dead. And we were sitting there, and I said, babe, there goes Fred Berry. That's Rerun. And we went over there, and we didn't want to hawk him. You know what I'm saying? We didn't want to fan out. But we did sit there, and I asked him, you like to have a drink? You know. And we bought him a couple of beers, and we sat there. And other people kept popping up, you know, because he was famous for the pop locking. You know, he was famous for the pop locking, and everybody kept telling him, asking him to get up on the dance floor and do some pop locking. And dude, he was a grown man. He was way past all of that, okay? So I told, you know, I intervened for him. I told him, I said, you know what? Why don't you let the cat enjoy herself and have a good night out? And, you know, let him rest. Leave him alone. And everybody walked away. And that was my intro for me and Vache to be able to sit down and have a beer with him. And I didn't ask him no questions. I didn't fan out or nothing. But we just sat there, and I really enjoyed those moments with Fred Rerun Berry from What's Happening in the 70s. All right, guys. I'm going to close this one out with another Goldie Himalaya video. Good night, guys. See you next episode.
I like that. Yeah, that's the way. I like that. Yeah. I like that. That's the way I like it. I like it. I like it. That's the way I like it. I like it. I like it. That's the way I like it. I like it. I like it. That's the way I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it when you're sipping Patron. When I look at you, you're really, really turning me on. I like the way you're working your deal, cause you got that ghetto hood sex appeal. All the G's know the drill. Fake hair, fake nails, but the beauty for real. I like to kick it at the crib with you. All night we can do what we got to do. I like the way you crack and you smile. Girl, you make me wanna lay down with you for a while. I like it when you're doing your dance, cause you really, really make me wanna make a romance. In the club when you drop it down low, shorty, I'm spinning big cheese with some more, shorty. We can kiss, we can hug, we can rub, baby. In the bed, on the floor, in the tub, baby. We be smoking sometimes, and we be talking sometimes. And if it's too good, you know we be joking sometimes. We be wheeling sometimes, and we be dealing sometimes. And when we get home, you'll be on the ceiling sometimes. That's the way I like it. I like it. I like it. That's the way I like it. I like it. I like it. That's the way I like it. I like it. I like it. That's the way I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it when you're sipping Patron. When I look at you, you're really, really turning me on. I like the way you're working the deal, cause you got that ghetto hood sex appeal. All the G's know the drill. Fake hair, fake nails, but the beauty for real. I like to kick it at the crib with you. All night we can do what we got to do. I like the way you crack and you smile. Sure you make me wanna lay down with you for a while. I like it when you dance, cause you really make me wanna make a romance. In the club when you drop it down low, shorty, I'm spinning cheese cause I really want some more, shorty. We can kiss, we can hug, we can rub, baby. In the bed, on the floor, in the tub, baby. We be smoking sometimes, and we be talking sometimes. And if it's too good, you know we be choking sometimes. We be willing sometimes, we be dealing sometimes. And when I get home, you'll find me on the ceiling sometimes. That's the way I like it, I like it, I like it. That's the way I like it.